the whole be in some rocket shit. Pull up to the scene, my best advice is to hide your the lies all on your faces, cause your eyes are twitch. The black ski mask all on our faces be disguising. I'm my with your baby, you wanna crack. Rest my against her waist, I got some pottery. She my bitch, not my apology. I might story, no enemies. You rap with me, then rap with me. But I'ma keep it real, she lost respect when you said follow me. I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Hold on tight, cause I tweaking this let it go. And I heard that she wanna show me who she be. I'm kinda with it, show me some more. We tatted head to toe, could give a the story wrote. You wanna tweak it up with me, and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pocket. They having combos about me.
Boy. Hey, shooting my shot like hey, hit the like hey, finger on the like hey, shooting my shot like hey, hit the like hey, your spot like hey. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I hit it. I'm fully committed, like hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision, like hey, shooting my shot like hey, hit the like.
Welcome to two. K-Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves facing the New Orleans Pelicans.
Nice positioning and footwork on point, and Towns so smooth down there inside.
Cousins gets the bucket.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Garnett. Back to Edwards. To the inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Outside Davis. And there's the screen. Outside for Ingram. The three ball. Fires in the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Inside. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
Left side, Holiday. And here's Ingram outside. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Back to Edwards. To the paint. Karl Anthony Towns again. Towns has got 8 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Outside Ingram. Lets it go from deep. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Ingram's got his second bucket of the game. Edwards gets the bucket.
Oh, so smooth inside. Edwards found the opening and exploited it.
Holiday taking his time here. Outside for Ingram. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Butler. Towns. Davis with the defensive effort.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Outside Holiday. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach for New Orleans. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
And Allie, thanks. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Here's Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
From deep. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And here's Ingram from the arc.
Yeah, smothering D right there. Just a tremendous job by Edwards, forcing a difficult shot.
Down low. Cousins with the steal. They break out 5-on-3. Here's the three. A minute and a half left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Butler with a steal. Pass to Towns. Here's Garnett. Inside. Here's Butler. Holiday grabs the miss. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. High post Davis. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Cousins for three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
With good timing and a sound jump shot, Cousins is able to convert catch-and-shoot opportunities.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. New Orleans on D. 4-point game.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Pass to Ingram. Takes a three. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Ingram's got 12 points.
Yeah, Ingram is having a great night so far, playing passionate offense and finding lots of quality looks.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Towns. To end the drought. Davis with the defensive effort.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Outside for Ingram. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And Minnesota calls time here. Towns for three. A big-time effort for Brandon Ingram, providing a lot of energy for the New Orleans Pelicans. What a game from deep, making 5 trays. We'll be right back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Orleans.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Now here's Davis. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Outside Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
I respect how hard Davis works to involve his team. Doesn't want this game to be a one-man show.
Back to Edwards. Edwards with some muscle.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Pelicans lead by 10. Davis from long range. It's hauled in by Garnett. Here's Edwards. And Davis with the block.
It's the length of Davis that makes it so hard to shoot over top of.
Back to Cousins. To the paint. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Jimmy Butler. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And with Davis, you know what you're getting, a nightly double-double threat and a versatile defender.
Out to the right wing. Back to Edwards. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Pass to Davis. On the wing, Davis. To the inside. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Second team foul.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Down low. Here's Davis.
And let's not forget about his athleticism, dominant above the rim. Davis knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Pass to Garnett. Outside Edwards. To the inside. Stolen by Davis. Now the Pelicans in transition. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to Butler. Here's Garnett. Davis on the double team. Towns for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Inside. And Cousins throws it down.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Outside for Ingram. Six to shoot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Now here's Davis. Over Towns. And no good, trying to use the glass. Left side, Butler. The gritty finish from Butler there.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
On the wing, Holiday. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And here's Ingram from the arc. To the middle. Outside for Davis. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. And New Orleans leads by 15.
It's the confidence I love when Davis just catches it and shoots it. He doesn't second guess himself. He just lets it fly.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of this game. Outside Holiday. Outside Ingram. The three. Not going to go that time.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Right side Edwards. To the paint. Here's Towns. Rebounded by Cousins.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Outside Davis. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Davis. Oh, big man slam by the big man Davis.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Minnesota calls time here. Minnesota calls time here. Boy, without question, Brandon Ingram displaying his skills today.
He'll just keep hurting them from the three-point land if they let him. Here's a chance for Coach to change that.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 42.
Here's Towns. And so it's New Orleans, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. More 2K action in just a moment. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Davis down low, outside for Ingram. Pulls it from the top of the key, and another basket for New Orleans.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
And it's blocked by Davis. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Davis. Fires for three. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
In case you haven't been watching his entire career, it is tough to contain Davis when he is on a roll. He's got a physicality and an expansive all-around skill set. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Now here's Davis. He's got 16. To the inside. Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground zero.
Back to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, what? Vision from Holiday. Seems to have a knack for getting it to his guys in great spots.
Timberwolves trail by 19. Garnett no good. Now here's Ingram. 19 points in the game. Launches a three. Nice shot there. Making him 8 for 13.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And Minnesota calls time here. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Down low. Here's Towns. An easy two on the layup. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Pass to Ingram. 4-3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And Minnesota calls time here. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. To the wing on the left. Inside. Stolen by Davis. On the break. Outside for Ingram. The three is up. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.